Turbine Art exhibition is held every year here in Johannesburg at the iconic Turbine Hall. This year, for the first time in 27 years, they're hosting a graduate exhibition which aims to highlight some of the best in up-and-coming postgraduate artists from around the country.
I think what's unique about the Turbine Art Fair is the fact that it not only puts emerging artists in the spotlight, but it also puts the public in contact with young emerging artists. And people who want to buy art at an affordable price can do so. I think it's a great place to buy art from emerging artists because these are the future high flyers. And so it's a good investment to buy art here and watch your investment grow. And not only do you support creativity and the art in South Africa, but it is also a fantastic way of facilitating the information, the profiling between creativity, between the art and between the public at large. I think it's one of the dilemmas of young emerging artists is how to get into the spotlight. And again, that's where the Turbine Art Fair is such a fantastic platform to facilitate that.
The Turbine Art Festival runs a competition in partnership with the Silk Foundation, known as the Tasser Award. The aim of the award is to give the artists the opportunity to spend time overseas and gain exposure.
Next year I will be going on a 2-month residency to the island of Sylt, which is in northern Germany, and kind of be free to explore and spend time kind of focusing on my art in a different location.
I find this an incredibly important fair and event for young artists, and especially emerging artists really need support. That's why I was very keen to work with her on that residency award we do together. And Setla Morajo Machile was the first resident that went to Sylt. Sarah Biggs next year will the second one, and it's incredible. I mean, the work that came out of this, and it gets exposure to young artists, and that's what they need.
It's getting better. I've definitely noticed that in the last few years. And then obviously there's been an influx of students, I think, because of the support and what we, especially exhibitions like at the Turbine Art Fair, this emerging painters exhibition, especially as soon as you graduate, you're sort of left up in the air and what happens to you then, and especially being picked up like this and having your work seen, especially I come from Grahamstown, so it's a very small town, so having your work seen and the exposure that you get from that.
TAF showcases some of the country's finest paintings and shows a growing interest in local art, providing graduates an opportunity to gain exposure.
South Africa has, in the last 15-20 years, completely integrated itself into the international art scene, with artists from South Africa winning big international prizes all the time and showing in big international shows. So we feel no longer like a young entry into the international art scene, but rather like a complete partner as a country, which is fantastic.
TAF 2015 is a platform for emerging as well as established artists. You not only can view some of the country's most beautiful paintings, but you are also supporting local talent. I'm Danica Lilliland for Joburg Today.